talking about getting started in Moho, but more precisely, editing your line work. So you started to draw in Moho, but you're struggling to edit the lines afterward? Say no more, I got you. So first, use the freehand tool. That's the freehand tool. I'm not talking about the blob brush. If you want to make line work, I strongly recommend using the freehand tool. I'll get into this in another video. But know that freehand tool is usually for line work, and blob tool is usually for, blobs of things. Now I know some artists will tell you, I hate the freehand tool, I would much rather draw with the blob tool and meh. And you know what, maybe they're right, because art is art, everybody's different. I'm just saying that factually, the freehand tool has a lot of things going on for it in terms of line work. It allows you to change the texture of the line after you drew it. It allows you to change the width of the lines after you drew it much more easily than the blob tool. Like if I take this line and I'm trying to get like the magnet tool to try and pull things out, the blob tool will do what the blob tool does, okay? So personally, I prefer the freehand tool to draw my lines and the blob tool to draw things like effects or zones of paint that I need to do. Okay, but that's just me. And a tiny bit of facts. But like I said, it doesn't stop that you can do crazy cool animation with the blob brush. It's just not what it's meant to be. So for the tutorial, please use the freehand tool. The shortcut is F. So I'm just going to draw a beautiful line like this. And then you can use G to get the select point tool. And it allows you to select the points of your line. If you select one point and you press tab, you can then select all the points of a stroke. And know that you can also select across multiple lines, just like this. And you can also press tab to select all of these points across all of these lines. So, pretty cool tool. So why would you want to do a selection? Doing a selection is great because it allows anything you're going to do with some of these tools to affect only these points. So for example, if I select these points and then I go get the transform tool, I will be able to transform just these points. One very cool thing that Moho has is the fact that you can move these points and then it will also kind of adjust and pull the line so that it's very smooth and moves very well. It was very useful when I started. If you don't select a point, you can still use these tools, but usually it's going to be for just one point. Okay? So the transform tool allows you to select a point and move it, and it also allows you to select the Bezier points of that line. If you want to unselect a selection, you can always press escape to unselect it. So then, what can you do with the transform tool? So the transform tool has a lot of cool things going on for it, and one of them is the auto weld. So auto weld, what it does, if it's activated and I take a point and I move it close to another line, you're gonna hear a little, and then it means that it will connect. See, if I'm trying to bring it here, it'll then connect the points. I take it and I move it, and then they connect. So either to the points or to the middle of a line, it all works out. And when you do this, it's going to make your painting job a lot smoother. When you have your points like this, also know that if you select the eraser tool, shortcut E, you can click on the trim path options, and this will allow you to trim the lines like this. Kind of like Harmony's cutter tool, allowing you to really paint your stuff with a lot more ease. So after seeing these two tools, I guess you're kind of guessing that most of what you can adjust of a tool is usually up there in the screen. So for the transform tool, you can change from the auto weld, you also have auto fill, auto strokes, which are some cool options that you can explore. And if you select a point, you can also change its position using these little dials. I know it sounds silly, but honestly, I've tried it using a full selection of points, and I thought it was really nice to be able to kind of move it with a bit more control than eyeballing it. So, pretty cool. Once you draw a line, another tool that's very useful is the line width tool. So the line width tool, shortcut W, once you select a point, for example, you can click and drag it left and right to change the thickness of that point. Another thing you might want to do with your lines after you drew them is to delete them. One of my favorite ways to do this is to get the select tool, make a big selection either by selecting it like this or by selecting a point and pressing tab to get all of them. Or if I want to delete everything that is on my screen, I can also get the select point tool and press Command A or Control A on a PC, and then it selects all the points. And then all you gotta do is press on the delete key on your keyboard. I have a tiny Mac keyboard, and for me the backspace delete key works. I guess on a larger keyboard, you can probably get like the actual delete keys and it works. I don't know about that. So yeah, if you have some lines drawn, you can either select all of them and delete them, or you can also just select these points and get rid of these. If you get rid of some points in between two other points, Moho will just figure it out and keep it smooth in between these 2 points, using the little Bezier that they already had. But what if you drew a line and you just want to reduce these points? Mine is pretty smooth already, but if you wanted to make it even more smooth, you can also click on a tool here that is called point reduction. The shortcut is R, and if you use this, it will allow you to kind of select a bunch of points by drawing over them, and if you release, it'll remove these points. But as I said, mine was already pretty smooth, so if you make it run on those, it might affect the way your line work. However, if you had your freehand tool and you had like 0 smoothing and 0 point reduction in those, by the way, you can adjust the freehand tool over here. But that's for another video. If I had a thing with a lot of points that were not necessary, like over here, the point reduction tool could be very useful. See? That's what it's supposed to be used for. It's not supposed to be used for on very precise thing because, you know, it might mess your art up. Okay, if you don't want to have to do this, adjust your freehand tool accordingly. Okay? Point reduction and smoothing is not cheating, it's just making digital tools work for you. Okay? Another thing that is important to know once you have lines that are already drawn is that you might want to add or remove some of these vector points. So to add the points, you can click on the Add Point tool. The shortcut is A, and it will allow you as you click to add more vector points. By the way, this is like for the future you, but you know how in Harmony you have to draw a shape and then like give it a deformer to deform it? Know that in Moho, once you do like a rig or anything, you just have to draw your shape on a vector layer, and in that software you edit these points directly. So you kind of skip having to draw a shape and then put a deformer on it and then make sure it matches your vector point. You don't need to do that. You just have a shape like this square, and if I want to animate this, I can just keyframe it. So, you know, I can just go into my timeline and like move this point here, and if I go further in my timeline and I move the point, this gets animated. Okay, so you don't need deformers. You deform the points. That being said, if you're drawing a shape with the intention of animating it, you know, make as little points as possible, because otherwise you can have a bad time. Okay, but I'm just saying, if you got lost with what I said, ignore what I just said. Let's go back to adding points to our little lines, shall we? So yeah, you can add points using the Add Point tool, and you can also reduce the points using the Point Reduction tool. Another thing that I like to do with my drawn lines is if I'm drawing a character like this, and I kind of don't like the way that this is drawn. I'm like there's something odd, maybe with the beak or something. Sometimes it's nice to be able to push and pull your lines. So let's say I don't like this area over here. I would like it to be a bit more down, but I don't want to kind of bring all these points one by one. One thing you can use is the magnet tool. So the magnet tool, the shortcut is X, and it allows you to kind of pull points around. Of course, if you have a more precise drawing, it's even better. But I really like this for like small adjustments, especially when I'm either sketching a pose or even when I'm cleaning. So all around, it's a pretty useful tool. The main thing you can adjust is the radius. You can either adjust it using this little slider here. Know that when you see a thing in Moho with like these blue numbers in a rectangle, if you click and drag left and right, usually you can change the parameter up or down like this. Also in your camera, if you have a circle like this, either for the freehand tool, for the line width, for the magnet, like a bunch of different tools like this, if you press and hold Alt and you click and drag left and right, you can make that radius bigger or smaller. Very useful for many different tools. So for the magnet tool, you can have it adjust like lines in general, but if you click here, you can also make it adjust points only. So, you know, this will only affect the selection that you've made. So if I only want to adjust this eye, for example, I could get my select point tool, the G shortcut, select like these 2 points, press tab to select all of those, and then with the magnet tool, I could tell it again to select only the points, And then I can move this, and it's not going to affect all my other points. Alright, so I could go for hours, but I guess these few tools will be a good start. And I'll see you again next week for more knowledge. Bye!